Welcome to Cooking with Glenn and Kati. Today I'm going to be making some vinegar slaw. It's delicious. I'm going to show you a couple of techniques that make the slaw. The first one is the cabbage and the onions have to be sliced super thin. So I take this here, and with my knife I do like this. I put my hands like this so I'll cut my fingers off, and I go as thin as I possibly can. And I'll do this and make 8 cups. The finer it is, the better it's going to be. And then at the very end, after I slice it, I cut it in half. And there we have it. We've got the cabbage that will make the slaw. I'm going to slice a sweet onion very, very thin. I'll cut off the root part. And actually, I take this out in my garden. You see the roots here? It will grow some green and give me some food for the summertime. So this will be planted out in my garden. So I cut it real thin. I do it the same way as I do the cabbage, like this. See how thin that is? Now after I do that, I cut it in half. And I do it like this. Another way to slice the cabbage and the onions very thin, I can use a mandolin. This is just a device that you can put a blade in and place it here and put this here. You've got a holder that you can hold it. When it gets towards the end, you just go across like that. Look how easy that is. And look at it and you'll see that's just as thin as I was cutting, but I was able to do it a lot quicker. So I cut that in half, and there we go. Those are the onions I'll need to make the slaw. Now I'm going to mix everything together. I'll put the 8 cups of shredded cabbage in the bowl here. And the 2 cups of onions. We'll mix this together in here. This will shrink down a bit. It looks like it's at the very top, but as I make it, it will go further down. Okay. The next thing I'm going to put in here is lime juice, and I've got a lime here, and I'll cut this in half. And I'll squeeze in the lime juice. The lime juice isn't coming out very easily, so to do that, I can see some drips coming through. I'll put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds and it will come out very easily. Let me do that now. I'll place it in here for about 15 seconds. It'll get real hot, but it will work. I think I'll do 10 seconds. Okay. Now let's see if we can get the juice out of it now. So look how that's going through, just streaming out. Whereas before it wasn't coming out at all. Let me try this one here. Yeah, it's doing well. Here we go. The next thing I need to add will be 1/4 cup of rice vinegar. I love rice vinegar because it's mild. So I put this on here. And then I put 1/4 cup of olive oil. Now, if you like it, if you're doing this with some Asian food, you may want to use sesame seed oil. I love that. So I'm just going to put the 4th cup on here. I mix it all up in just a little bit. The next thing we need to do is add 1 teaspoon of sugar. It's a little bit less than a teaspoon of sugar. And you can use a sweetener that doesn't have any calories in it if you want to, like Splenda or stevia. And this is 1 teaspoon of salt. We'll put that in there. That's safe. You can always add more salt, but you can't really take salt away. And then I like to use the restaurant grade or the coarse ground pepper. So I put this in here. And that's all there is to it. So now all I need to do is use some tongs and mix it up. And as it sits, it will get more liquid to it. And I'll mix it ever so often. And then in a little bit, it'll all be done. So again, I'm mixing it up. I'm getting all the oil and the vinegar and the spices all mixed together.
Okay, now it's time for the slaw taste test. Look at the pepper in there. Oh my goodness, that just adds some really fun, I don't know, just funness to it. Let's see. That is delicious. It's different than your traditional coleslaw, but this is absolutely fantastic. I love how the cabbage is shredded. It's just the perfect texture when you eat it. So delicious. I would eat this with any meal, any season. Absolutely worth trying. It's delicious. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give a thumbs up and comment. We love to hear from all of our viewers. And if you haven't subscribed, please be sure to do so. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you're notified of all of our new videos. And we will see you with our next video. See ya.